Okay, so this is a timer. It's this timer right here. And this is how it works. And watch when I let go. So what it is that this is a 15,000 microfarad capacitor, and it's getting 12 volts applied to it, and there's a relay connected to it. One of the ends of the relay is going to the negative, and the other end is going to the positive through a 120 ohm resistor. And I'm usually using the normally open contacts and 4.5 volts to power the light. And I'll let go. Now, this timer is needed in the circuit because this motor, it will either, when it touches one of these contacts, it will either move the other way or stop. And it does nothing good if it stops on the contacts, because then it can't do anything. This is the motor. It's a servo out of a old electronics kit I used to have, and this is a potentiometer, and what I did is put my soldering iron between the two plastic pieces and melted it together, and I decided to just leave this on the perf board. It's easier. So it's designed so that I'm sorry, it just broke. So what it basically is just a servo motor with a potentiometer attached to it. So when the servo motor moves, the potentiometer's sweeper gets moved back and forth, and it changes the level of resistance. That might be good enough. So when I originally made this, I didn't mean for it to, but this perf board moved a little. It moved. Like that. So what I did was I put a set of contacts there, right here and right here, so that if it moves too far, it will either make the motor move the other way, stop the game, or it will put a you win sign on. And that circuit worked great, but you know, once it's done, it stays on this contact, and next time you turn it on, it'll instantly use that contact and do whatever the hell it wants. So this timer, it will make it go back to center. Maybe I can set up a thing. So how this is wired up is that I'm going to charge up the thing, and I'm going to connect this to its battery pack when it's fully charged. Oh. And you see how it turned off by itself? It was against this contact, but with this timer it can reset itself and go back to center. And let me just show you all the other stuff I'll need for this thing. Here's a relay. It's a 3-pole 12-volt relay. Had to solder 11 wires to it. This is a 6-volt, but it will run on 12 volts fine. It's not like it's going to fry with these low amperages. 2-pole, 8 wires to solder. This is a 120 volt relay, but I'm not going to hook it up to mains. I'm going to have my vacuum tube power supply connected to it. And that's also what I'm going to use for this thingy. And what I found is that my circuit that had the capacitor discharged into the 2 coils of the relay to make it set didn't work, but it would work with DC. So that's why I'm having this 12 volt relay. This 12 volt relay is going to be like right here. And the capacitor will get charged on it and it will set because it'll have a latch with one of the connector thingies, and the other contacts will trigger this relay and trigger these 2 contacts, because this is only a 2-pole, 2 normally open switches, and this needs a normally closed switch. And so this the other one's going to trigger this relay for it. And so it turns out I'm going to use 5 relays because there's one right there. So wish me luck.